everybody, welcome back to Comparison Cooking. Today we're in the office. We have a late night event, so we figured before we go to this late night event, we might as well eat some great steaks. This steak was dry aged for 28 days in my fridge. You're gonna see how I did that in just a second. And Max here did a dry brine.
And I did about 36 hours of dry brining, and basically all you do is pat it dry, put some salt on it, and leave it in your fridge for 36 hours.
I'd never heard of dry brine. I knew about dry age, but Max did this the other day. He said it was phenomenal. So let's put it to the test. Which is gonna win? Thank you.
To know what it is.
It is finished. As you can see, we have a monster piece of ribeye here. And the ribeye I cut, I thought was a monster until this bad boy showed up. We were gonna do a blind taste testing, but because it's such a thick cut, we're gonna know which one's which. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sample them, have no bias, and see who comes out the winner. Max, you are up.
Which one do I do first?
Whichever one you want. How good is it smelling here? This is the best our office has ever smelled. We should do this every day.
It's really tender, but I don't know. There's not a whole lot of flavor.
Yeah. Well, I first tasted one. Wasn't packed with flavor.
Yeah. All right.
So the first one was a 28-day dry age. And I've been told to go longer, but if you're new to dry age and you go too long, it might overpower the experience and it might turn you off from dry age. So it's something you're slowly starting to build into. All right, dry brine. How was that?
It's not as tender, but I don't think there's a whole lot of flavor difference.
Okay.
To be honest.
All right. Not surprised by that answer. It's a ribeye, baby. Ribeye is always perfect. And we're going total caveman here. No utensils, it's that soft. Very good beefy flavor. I love how big this cut is. And at the end, that finishing salt is still packing the power. Love it. All right, dry age. That's tender.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really
very
tender.
tender.
Flavor wise,
They're pretty similar.
pretty similar. I actually like the beefiness of the dry brine, but then again, the cut was that big. So if I cut the ribeye that big on my next dry age, who knows? Overall, though, they're both fantastic.
They're both great. Both cooked to perfection.
Yeah, look at the pink.
If you like the tenderness of a fillet, the dry age is
where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try a New York strip dry age for about 40 days to really start, because I'm not a big New York strip person, but to see if that makes a huge impact.
But this isn't bad for 36 hours of work.
28 days, 36 hours. This is pretty sweet. You gotta try this. As always, here we are with our final show notes. As you can see, we've been chowing down for a good 10 minutes. And that instant review, we always have a different take about 10 minutes later. So Max, what was your overall take between the two steaks?
I thought that they're similar in flavor. The fat was definitely melted in your mouth from the dry age versus the dry brine. Dry brine is definitely tougher. So again, it does a great job tenderizing the meat the longer you age it, obviously. But I mean, again, I think I just like them both the same. I don't necessarily like a super tender fillet, so I'm all right with a tougher cut of meat, like the dry brine ended up being.
Yeah, I was surprised. And when I first had the dry age, I was surprised that it didn't have more funk and instant hit that you would expect. But it is good to know that you can dry brine for about,
36 hours.
36 hours, and you can still come out with a quick, awesome steak. If we had to do it all over again, would we? Absolutely. You know we would. But we were a bit surprised when we were chowing down. We really couldn't taste that much of a difference. So there you go. Ribeye always rocks. Any way you have it. If you like this experiment, please give us a huge thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on those notifications so you get all the latest episodes. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.